I like how even in Texas I have my camera just staring off straight up into the void. For it to be amazing. Let's keep warm shake here. Starting this up. Fucking warm. Ah, that didn't work. There we go. Alright. Oh no, I'm here. Oh my goodness. I figured I'd change the game up a little bit for today. No cowboy hat this time. This time we're going with my punk hat. I wonder what the reaction is going to be when they see all the weed things on his hat. I don't know if I want to deal with that, but it's like, got my generic punk hat, so don't know how I'd feel about having to hear a thing or two about that shit. Coffee. Oh, delicious coffee. Gotta love it. All my coffee's brewed in Texas. That's where the Rangers are gonna be. Nah, I'm just mixing up random songs together. So why not? Why the fuck not? Alright, guess I'll toss that later. Oh my goodness. And I'm not gonna lie, at least for like sleep wise, like I don't know what the fuck it is, but I just straight up could not go to sleep the last couple days. And it's been an oof, that's for sure. Fucking oof. I am certainly a little more out of it today. I feel like I definitely could sleep a little longer if I wanted to. But it's already like 2, which that means it's noon for where I'm at, or normally where I'll live. And that means usually I'll probably be up, so I might as well force myself up this time. Ugh, fucking hell. And then just like, after sure, I still got some funk in the ears. Fucking raining. It's not even like nasty shit that's like the wax or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, like dry skin stuff. Ugh. The fuck? Yeah, for real. Good lord. Well, yeah. Didn't realize his ear was that fucking nasty. Yeah, probably getting an ear infection just letting it fester like this. Yeah, that's definitely better. I want to get this other side. What the hell's going on over here then? Straight up dust. I guess I have dust built up in my ears. Literal dust ears, like what the fuck? Yeah, pretty much. What the okay. Guess this here isn't as bad. Whatever. Guess it ain't. Well, I guess, honestly, that's good, so. Definitely better than not. IMO. Yeah, what else? My goodness. Definitely looks like another pretty good day today. I like that. Oh, I definitely want that, Helms. You know what? I'll bring my other phone over here. Cause I can use that. Maybe a rack or something. Charge on it. There we go. Cool. But I'm doing this too. This is not a straddle chair. Shit. Never mind. I was hoping it would be. The hell? Is that a grasshopper or a moth? Where are you? What are you? No, you're just moth. Ah! Landing in my eyeball? Are you serious? Or at least attempting to land in the eyeball? You fool. You fool. Get over here. Oh my lord. Would you? No. Yeah. Oh, here we go. My lord. Oh my god, that thing literally just flew straight up into the sun. It went outside, and as soon as it hit direct sunlight, it just went, oh, just ascended, dude. Dude, those bugs, man, they are genuinely attracted to sunlight and stuff like that. There's certain truth to that. I know, at least that's how they navigate and stuff. Hence why, you know, they kind of tend to get a little crazy doing shit that they do. Eventually I'm gonna have to log in on my YouTube channel on here too, because oh my god, this is certainly ridiculous. The Daily Show is on YouTube now? Who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. Stupid advertisement. Oh my god. Go away. Thank you. Cal Penn. That's his name, Cal Penn. I have not heard of this guy before. But he's he's this dude? Like, who are you? He looks like that one guy from fucking what was it? Something in Omar's Great Adventure or some shit. What was the name of that movie? What the fuck was it? Oh my god, dude, it was like that. These movies are like big in the mid fucking 2000s. What were they? It's like something in Omar, and it was, oh my god, why am I blanking on it? Cause there was like hold on. There was like a movie where it was like them going to a White Castle at one point. They had like an adventure to try to go to a White Castle. What was the name of this movie? Harold and Kumar. Fucking Christ, dude. Why did I think Omar? Kumar, Omar. It rhymes. But yeah, like, he looks like the dude if he had a full beard on, you know, not that guy. He literally looks like him if he had a beard. Like, what the hell? Is it the same dude? There ain't no way. There ain't the same guy. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not. But shit, they certainly got a similar look. And of course, I love how they have like a whole movie dedicated to them going to White Castle. Why, I really don't know. I just don't understand it. But that movie was huge, and like, when it comes to like schlock comedy movies. Hold on. How many of these were made? Because they have one called Escape from Guantanamo Bay, and then they have the White Castle one. So there's at least two. There had to be at least like 4 of these. Oh! No way! Dude, Kumar is Cowpen. What the fuck? Dude, it is. No, what? Oh my god, now I feel like an extra idiot. That what? Dude! So wait a minute. Cowpen is on the. So he's doing the Daily Show now? What? That's what he's doing now? The fuck? Wait, hey. Oh, wait. Hey, don't be doing this autoplay bullshit. What the fuck? Yeah. No! Damn it! Whatever.
Roger, side.
Here, hold on. Let me do this. Dude, what the fuck? I never knew that. Huh. I did not realize that Cowpen is now doing that shit, I guess. Yeah? Cowpen Suresh Modi. Professionally known as Cowpen. Former White House staff member in the Obama administration? What the fuck does this guy not do? What the hell? He's an actor, TV, like, comedic political commentator, a staff member in the Obama administration? What the fuck? This guy's doing everything. Portrayals of Lawrence Kuttner on the television program House. White House staffer Seth Wright on Designated Survivor. So he also played a White House staffer in a show, while also being a White House staffer at one point. What the Therapist and boyfriend of Robin on How I Met Your Mother. Kumar Patel and Harold Kumar film series. Also, I guess, for The Namesake, or the film The Namesake. Partner is Josh, 2010. Is he gay? Or is he bi? Is he? Huh. I guess he is. Penn is Hindu. In October 2021, while promoting his memoir, You Can't Be Serious, Penn announced that he and his boyfriend of 11 years, named Josh, were engaged. Regarding sexual orientation, Penn said he had discovered his own sexuality relatively late in life and compared to many people, or many other people. However, he feels there's no timeline on this stuff. People figured their shit out at different times in their lives, and I'm so glad I did when I did. Cool. I genuinely didn't think he, I'm like just like mind blown by that out of nowhere. I only know of him from like the Harold and Kumar shit. And now I'm like, oh, he's on Daily Show. Oh, he was a part of the Obama administration. Oh, he has like a very prolific background. Oh, he's also like bi and engaged and kept that hidden for a long time. Oh shit. It's like, damn, dude. It's like, all right. I'm sure there has to be some other stuff like, oh, yeah, like, here, hold on. I noticed, like, I kind of skipped over it, but there's something about him, like, trying to, like, there's like a little aspect in here that was talking about, his struggles, at least in some part, like politically, like when it comes to like, him being being Indian and also being a minority and facing a lot of like prejudice and bigotry and shit. But yeah. Plus just some other stuff in here, I guess. January 2007, Penn appeared in the first 4 episodes, 6 season 24 as Ahmed Amar, a teenage terrorist. Penn says he clearly turned down the role due to personal ethics. I have a huge political problem with the role, essentially accepting a form of racial profiling. I think it's repulsive. Well, sure. I don't disagree with that. It was 2007, so it was like the height of the war on terror, so we have to be racist as fuck to those damn Arabs. Even though, like, most of the people that we assume are probably Arab are probably not at all. Because Americans are just racist fucking chuckle fuck backwards primal fucks. That was the first time I had a chance to blow stuff up and take a family hostage. As an actor, why shouldn't I have an opportunity? Because I'm brown, I should be scared about connecting between media images and people's thought process. He appeared in a spoof comedy epic movie as well as a television show on or SVU. Penn received the Asian Excellence Award for outstanding actor. Yeah, just a lot of random shit. There's not really much else, I guess, outside of just a lot of his work that he's done. Well, I guess, Kal Penn isn't like a total, liberal, at least, kind of. During the 2020 Democratic presidential primaries, Penn expressed interest in the message of Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Pete Buttigieg. The last one, though, and well, the last two, really. I mean, the Bernie Sanders one's like, alright, but Warren, Buttigieg, But at least not a total shitlib. Later expressed supporting Biden after he came nominated, kind of figured. There was a MasterChef Celebrity Showdown version. On January 28th, 2017, following a racist comment from a user on Penn's Twitter feed, Penn crowdfunded a fundraiser for refugees of the Syrian civil war and raised $813,533. This occurred during President Donald Trump's Executive Order 13769, which banned immigration to U.S. from Syria, Yemen, Sudan, Iran, Libya, Iraq, and Somalia, regardless of visa status. Which is obviously illegal and it's unconstitutional and beyond racist as fuck. But yeah, and I just realized that the first Harold and Kumar movie was the one where they go to White Castle. And then it's them going to Guantanamo Bay, and is that all of them? Was there only 2 of them, really? I thought there was more. Oh wait, there's a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Oh god. Just kind of. Oh wait, there's another one too. Harold and Kumar go to Amsterdam. That sounds bad. I mean, to be fair, these at this point all are starting to sound bad. Let's see, how many are there? One, two. Yeah, it's just technically 3 of them. Yep, pretty much. Escape from. Oh wait, future. In 2014, it was announced that that Adult Swim picked up Harold Kumar, the anime series, and is confirmed by Calpen. However, it was never produced. In 2016, July, John Cho revealed the idea, pitched an idea for a fourth Harold Kumar, and thought it was a chance it might get made. Maybe Den of Geek just said, I thought of a really great idea, pitched it out to the director when it happened to be having dinner one night. No, I think we're gonna get this made. Well, it doesn't seem like it's happened. I've not heard anything about this. I don't think it's happening. November 12th, 2021, while doing an Instagram Q&A for his new book, Calpen was asked whether a fourth film was happening. His response was, I believe so. But no one's really have elaborated since. You know what? Who cares? At least when it comes to that. I mean, they probably should have stopped it after like the first or second like show or movie or whatever the hell, because a fourth one after all that is not. Oh, I mean, they could make it work if it was like in recreationally legal states or something, because they're meant to be like like buddy stoner comedies or something. So I could see like those Harold Kumar, like maybe like, oh, we go to Oregon to like make a pilgrimage to see what the legal stuff is like, because they're in like Alabama or something. Like they're in an illegal state, so they have to go to like a legal state or some shit to go find like the true good shit. So it's just gonna be like, oh hell yeah, dude. I think that would be all right. I mean, because then they can incorporate like new material while at least kind of keeping to the broader theme, I guess. So they can at least change it up a little bit. Heading into an election year, so brace yourself. I'm not gonna worry about that until I go home. You know, that's kind of how I feel about that. I mean, I just had a revelation that Calpen, you know, is on the Daily Show now and is gay. So I mean, there's that. So I don't know. It's like, I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing to, you know, be kind of a shock to my morning or afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I mean, because I legit didn't think that his ass would, yeah, would be. Learned a lot, you know, when it came to that, so. Watching an electorate in this country is like watching a goldfish swim in a tank. I feel like watching a goldfish swim in a tank is more entertaining. More humorous, at least, but maybe, but honestly more disastrous when it comes to the results of your general life. I mean, that's kind of the unfortunate problem with it. And fish are smarter? Yeah, definitely. It was funny. I simply type in VA on YouTube, and it's like it knows, dude. It's like it knows I'm about to look up Bosch, because that is the first thing. It's like, do you mean this? It's like, shit. Even though I'm not signed in on YouTube on this phone yet, it already knows. It already knows. It's like, son of a bitch. Shit. He is live right now. What the fuck is he saying? What are you talking? Oh my god, and there's like a gajillion fucking ads. Fuck you, ad. What are you doing?
That being said, this was never going to look good. This right here is one of those like cheap sweaters they sell you.
He's literally going off about fashion. Dude, dude, this fucking moron, bro. It's like this guy bought like 5 shirts and he thinks he knows everything about fashion and wants to lecture everyone on fashion. It's like, wow, shut the hell up. Like, you're not exactly the most fashionable son of a bitch I've ever met. Honestly, you don't really got that much fashionable riz game unless it's stuff you don't like, Vosh, okay? Because the shit that looks good on him He's like, this is lame. I don't like it. Ugh. It's like, what the fuck type of weird shit do you, like, what are you, like some elite Hunger Games, like, fucking donor or something? Like, what do you call fashion, bro? It's like, good lord. Came across a poll saying more young people are favoring Trump. They don't fight some piss. Don't trade piss for diarrhea. I honestly believe that's probably bullshit. I don't think that's actually what's being said. It's just that you have, you know, more people who are consistently supportive of Trump and, you know, his policies and shit when it comes to his, like, loyal supporters and fan base and shit. Well, you know, Democrats tend to be, or at least people on the left tend to be a lot more willing to be critical and not as supportive, you know, to an incumbent or a candidate. So I don't really think that means anything. I mean, it's like, sure, I guess there's, you know, maybe a bump of young people that are doing that, but do you think a lot of these first-time voters who are genuine retarded fucking lemmings are, you know, going to, like, genuinely understand the complexities and nuance of even recent historical context, you know, to shit like this? Of course not. They're idiots. Most, you know, people in the electorate in this country are fucking morons. So, it's like, am I supposed to trust their judgment? Of course not. Someone who's voted for the first time in their life at the age of like 18 or 19, I'm not trusting their judgment at all. They don't know anything. I mean, they're just starting off. They haven't had the lived experience and, oh, shocker, wow, it's like you need that a little bit. They don't have the lived experience. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have like the foresight to see what the fuck the world's like. It's like they're 18 years shot out of the womb and they think like now they know it all. It's like, no, you don't yet, kid. It's like I'm 26 and I don't know all that shit. Way more than their ass, though. No, way more 8 years now in comparison to back when I was 18. By the way, shocker. Reason for it? Lived experience. I've lived it. Also, young is kind of subjective, especially in the case of politics. Yeah, because I'm young. But, you know, a lot of these, you know, in the case of these polls, like, I mean, I don't necessarily, you know, like, think that really means too much outside of just, like, young people. It can mean, like, first-time voters or, like, people between, like, 18 to 30. It's like, what are we specifying with that? I also trust judgment of super old people voting. Me neither. I mean, don't think I'm, like, you know, excluding boomers or old-ass fucks, because arguably I trust them way less because they're the reason we were in this mess. Or at least most of them. A good fat chunk of them are the reason why we're in this fucking mess, so. I mean, if anything, I trust their judgment way less. I just write them off because for the most part, they're gonna become fucking irrelevant and not an influential voting bloc here pretty soon. So if anything, I'm just biding time. Because, I mean, I'm supposed to, like, you know, consider their fucking judgment on shit when a lot of the policies and a lot of the shit they voted for is what led us to the situation. I mean, it's like, honestly, legit, there is kind of a middle ground with it. It's like you know, it's like, I ain't gonna trust the fucking word of, like, some, you know, 18-year-old who really doesn't know much, you know, outside the thumb in their ass, you know, or, you know, the old-ass fuck that wants to just, like, lecture all the youngins, you know, how it really ought to be and how it is and all this sort of shit. It's like, nah. It's like, fuck you, and then fuck you elderly fucks. It's like, I mean, so, you know, maybe us in the, you know, in a little sweet middle here actually understand the fucking complexities of all that shit, because we're the majority here. Because everyone else in between that shit are genuinely, like, you know, the fucking, you know, like, the majority here. It's like, you know, got a little live experience, kind of have the general gist of how things are and stuff, and probably have a little bit more merit on, you know, what the fuck they're talking about in comparison to anyone else. I mean, it's a lot more tricky in the sense of, like, you know, who we talk to, because if you're talking to someone who's more conservatively, you know, more of a centrist or something, then they're probably not. Super young people vote by, we know it all. Super old people vote by, fuck the young people. Let's make sure we have a good retirement home and they take care of us in every step of the way. And make sure that they get paid very shittily and understaffed and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like all the cows are just chilling out there. They're all just kind of chilling. Oh, they're moving around actually. Where are they going? Oh, coming this way? No. Just moving on one corner field to the other. I was thinking maybe if they were coming this way, I can see if we can get a little view of them. Oh, why don't you quit fucking moving? Yeah. I haven't even played this yet. I'm just reading the chat and oh my god, dude, there are so many people just being like, fucking bad take, lame, cringe. Dude, what? Okay, I gotta hear what the hell he's saying.
Person thing. This is just a matter of like, you know, if you want to give it a shot. There's a reason why ultra wealthy women tend to dress like shit, because all wealthy people dress like shit. And all the most fashionable girls.
Says the dude who is somewhat wealthy and dresses like shit.
You know, live in like your local. Like,
Bruh, I'm sorry, Vosh dude dressed like shit though. He likes to lecture everyone on fat. He's wearing some gay ass maroon polo, bro. I'm sorry, but you can't talk about fashion while looking like you're about to be an IT tech bro in fucking Silicon Valley lecturing me about how like Tesla's gonna be the next fucking future car or something. Like, come on, dude. It's like, I mean, lecturing about fashion to a whole bunch of people and being like, yeah, rich people dress like shit. It's like, yeah, rich people dress like shit, but I'm not gonna marry. Fucking IT tech bro looking ass. It's like, give me a break, bro. It's like, man, he would like look at me and probably have a goddamn aneurysm, being like, it's like, my dude, this is horrible fashion, my guy, awful. It's like, you must wear a regular polo shirt and crew cut shorts or something, my guy. Look like a fucking nerd, my dude. My god. Like, he talks shit on graphic tees. Like, I've heard this dude on a fashion arc be like, graphic tees? Kind of cringe and nerdy, bruh. It's like, dude, I've gotten more interactions and more talks and more conversations and more likely to get rizzed up or rizz others and get laid and shit with nerdy ass shirts in comparison to like just some cringe ass like fucking polo. I wonder what Zukuf's up to. Meanwhile, he and a Harley are pinned behind a wall with a ladder having an AK. And Zukov to a real desert equals. Long story short, drug deal went bad. And there's a lot of bullets flying in action rolls. But they won. Hell yeah, dude. You know, speaking of which, I'm gonna actually go on my Telegram real quick, see what's up with that. I haven't heard any updates about my doggo. So cool. I don't really expect any of them to respond to that. At least not right now, so just let that chill. Honestly, it'd be kind of hilarious if, like, it comes back and it's like, oh yeah, he was kind of in a crazy situation. I swear, honestly, I hope not. I just kind of hope that, you know, it's just, you know, him sleeping most of the day. Is that all of them? Zukov. Boof. Yeah, right. We better get our story straight for the cops. Boof. I already told you they're the ones who ate the last slice of pizza. Boof. Okay, well, yeah, dude, Zukov would be like that. And then he'll do this. Just be like that, essentially. Well, one of them did, and I'm not surprised no one fucking bothered, like, doing anything. Man, what's the point of having friends if they don't do fucking anything for you, dude? Two of them are understandable, but, like, for these other two dipshits, it's like, man, then it's like, nah. It's like, I mean, for supposedly being friends, you're the, like, you know, most cop-out motherfuckers and the most, like, unreliable fucks I've ever had, you know, when it comes to friends and shit. It's like, I trust, like, you know, my legit, very unreliable coworkers, you know, in comparison. What didn't they do? Well, I guess none of them checked up on my dog up until, like, now. Because now that I said something, my friend's like, oh, I happen to be by your work anyway to grab a pizza and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I'll go over there a little bit later to give him a nice walk. And I'm just like, I've been gone for a few days now. It's like, so he's been by himself all this fucking time, just hanging out at my house, just doing nothing, being by himself, depressed. It's like, fucking thanks, jackasses. Like, it's not like some fucking, like, lizard or something, where it's like, oh, let me just go there and make sure he's all good and fed or something. It's not like that. It's like, fucking Christ, bro. It's like, I expected at least, you know, one of these fucking days, you know, between since I left and now, that they will have checked up on him. Because am I supposed to generally, honestly rely on my fucking dad to do that? Because no. I certainly shit don't. You know, I mean, he's, you know, my dad, as I mentioned, is like, yeah, I'll make sure to keep an eye on him and stuff. And it's like, I know you are going to try, but it's not even that. It's the fact that I know you're incapable of it. You're not physically fucking capable of anything because you refuse to take care of yourself. So I don't trust your ass. Because you don't even fucking take care of your own self, Pops. So it's like, why in the fuck should I expect you to take care of literally anything else? It's like, fucking Christ, bro. This is like, I mean, honestly, like, legit, like, I mean, I've been having a back of my mind, like, kind of nervousness a little bit, you know, since I've been here, and a lot of it's because of that. It's because I'm thinking about him, you know, my little pooch, to make sure he's okay, and I don't fucking know how he is. I don't know if he's, like, shut up my whole house, if he ran off in the neighborhood, my dad's been trying to find him the last few days. I don't know this shit. I just hope he's fine. Relax. Dogs can store water in their backs. Those are camels. Yeah, no shit. And with how Zukov, you know, is, like, dude, he's basically like a fucking, you know, like, hydro consumer. Like, I mean, he'll look at water and be like, I'll fill up a water bowl. I mean, you guys will have, like, heard it on stream. I'll go over and off the corner, you know, fill the water bowl real quick, put it down, and for like 3 minutes straight, you hear of Zukov drinking water, and by the time he's all done, that water, it goes from like being pretty full to like damn near empty. It's like, holy shit. Like, how does he just like suck up so much water? It's like, damn. Crazy ass mutt. I love the little pudge, but holy shit. And honestly, I don't know if anyone's noticing it, but you know, that natural Southern twang that I got has been coming out way fucking more since I've been here. So, if there's any confirmation that I do truly have a natural Southern twang that can come out naturally, being here should prove it. I mean, not so much right now because I'm just sitting here by myself, but when I'm out in public, it comes out way fucking more. Like, honestly, like, I mean, there ain't real no way for me to kind of get rid of that shit unless I'm just, like, completely avoidant from it, which that definitely ain't the case. Especially considering my mom's Texan anyway. It's like, you know, it's like I might as well have been born and raised with it to, you know, being here to some extent. I need more water, Red. Alright. Thought there was enough water in your waste, but it's not. Oh yeah, there's like a gauge here. Okay. Alright. We have my one more cup. There we go. Close up, yeah. Okay, there's being thick. Really? You still have one in here. There ain't no way these things are like totally all like. Usually I can get like 2 cups out of these little things. But where the oh, get the cream back over there. All the way across. There we go. Sweet. Just wait for it to do its thing. It wants me to add more water still? Are you kidding me? Serious here? Really? Okay. I guess you're that adamant about it. Alright, you know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna do it this way. Fuck it. Make it easier on myself. Using this. That'll work. Yep, now I'll turn it back off. Or for the water thing to boop. There we go. Sweet. Nice. Second scenario of Zukov alone, Dallas Hunt. Hey, what's up, homies? Even our stats blacked out. What did you say we turned up? What do you say we turn shit up? And then he just rapes with a bunch of other animals. That seems like it'll be more up Zukov's alley, to be fair. Like, Zukov is such a friendly dog that, I mean, I do kind of feel like that's something that he would probably do. To be all honest. I generally wouldn't be surprised if Zukov did that. I mean, it's kind of a silly dog like that. probably invite all the homies from like the karaoke bar or something. Be like, hey guys, let's have karaoke night at our place. Just have like an epic rave with like karaoke shit going on in the background too. The karaoke wave. That'd be pretty fucking wild. Zukov killing it with glow sticks. I still, you know, I need to order him like one of those collars that has like a little light that goes around it. I need to order him one of those since he mentioned that. Cause dude, he totally would kill it with the fucking rave, bro. He'd be a rave dog. Especially with how much I like to kind of dance with him at the karaoke bar sometimes. Yes, I do dance with my dog. What about it? Okay, that's hot. Let that cool down. Cause I mean, like every now and then, like during the song, I'll like gonna be like, "Come here, buddy," you know, hop up and use his little paws to kind of dance around with him a little bit. It's pretty cute. It's one of the few things that a lot of people kind of like to see. They're like, "Oh my god, look at that cute doggo." You get back to finding with a gold chain necklace and clown wig. I don't even want to know. Actually, I do, because like I want to know what the fuck, you know. Like, it's like I'd be wanting to know what happened, so I could have canceled my trip and joined them. It's like next time you have a party like that, don't do it without me. Invite me. Try my best to cool down here. At least a little bit. Oh shit, what's that? There's like some big ass fly thing. Some big, was that a grasshopper or a butterfly or what? I forgot what. I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna throw this bit like that. And there's all sorts of interesting weird little bugs that fly around out here. So most of them are just like grasshoppers and shit, but it's like SpongeBob partying with that one jellyfish. Dude, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be like a party with me and that one jellyfish. Which episode was that? Here, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I want to know. I mean, it wasn't just one of them. There was a bunch of them. Oh wait, no. There's the one where the jellyfish invites all the other jellyfish. And then there's the one where he's just hanging out with it.
Expedia.
Fuck you. Where Mr. Krabs enslaves him. Oh shit. Stereotypical early 2000s like pop beats. Bam, 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 bam. Like dude, like every like 90s and early 2000s song always had like that bam, you know, for like a percussion sound. And that and the stereotypical clap, the, you know, that type of clap, you know, or something. There were just some stereotypical like sound uses that you could just transcend. It's like the clap, that bam, you know, and there's like a few others. And I think the clap is probably the biggest one because that's been around since at least like the 70s. That, because it's a clap, but it's like almost like 20 of them at once because it has like the most subtle echo to it. Though I think that's at least partially the point because I mean it works really well if it's just like, you know, like that, but also if you want to have it like echo or have some reverb or whatever the fuck, then it works really well to do that too. In fact, I know plenty of songs do that. We'll take like the initial part, but then like the after, like the actual notes, so to speak, you know, everything else after that gets dragged out. Kind of adds like a lot of atmosphere to a song. It's pretty cool. Dude, like, guest account YouTube where you don't have an account signed in yet is so weird. It's like master and respect 10 crucial behaviors to embrace, and it says stoicism. It's like, no. The video title itself, I don't even want to like explore it because I don't want to get that shit on this phone endlessly. But it's like, no. There's a time and place for being stoic, but like, dude, literally just like embrace stoicism as like, you know, an emotion that you predominantly have that's not healthy or good. In fact, that's not even what stoicism is. At that point, you're just bottling emotions up and claiming that it's like a healthy thing called being stoic. It's like, no, you're just like enforcing your insecurities and building it up by bottling it up. It's like, no, sometimes it's good to let your emotions fly and, you know, be, you know, out and stuff. Like, it's okay. But this idea you have to be like, you know, as a man, you know, be constantly stoic is stupid. I mean, it's okay to be stoic. I mean, I've had plenty of times where I am, but I mean, shit. I'm also emotional. You know, it's like there's also plenty of times where I'll let my emotions out because that's also okay and healthy. Sometimes it's just healthy to let your shit out instead of just like, and just like, oh, I'm stoic and not gonna, you know, show any emotion here because I'm mature. What? Even though realistically the more mature thing is to probably let some emotion out instead of like, I have no emotion to this. A little baby calf just by itself over there. Yeah, pretty much. All the other cows are like way over there, and one of them little babies is just chilling off in the distance, just hanging out right there. You would be the first one to die in this herd if it was in the wild there, my dude. Goofy ass little cow. Oh, coffee. I think I'll at least have the last little bit of that coffee call it good for here, at least for now. But not done with it yet, so it ain't gonna happen yet. Give it like another 3 minutes. Yeah, I wish honestly that the Wi-Fi was able to be boosted enough to where I can kind of walk around outside. Because honestly, it's kind of, you know, there's a lot of decent kind of cool stuff to check out here too. But as soon as I leave the building, it's gonna immediately like just be dead. Like the Wi-Fi is specifically set up to where it's in the buildings, not outside, which kind of sucks. But whatever, what are you gonna do about it? I'm thinking at least, you know, when I wrap this up, probably give my mama a call and see how she's doing. So maybe she'd give me a sit right behind the doggo's doing too. Back to everything like you're in an M. Night Shyamalan movie. There's an axe motor breaking down my door. Okay, accept this. How will I solve this issue? It's like, alright, how am I gonna solve this? What variables do I need to consider about an axe serial killing murderer? How should I solve such a dilemma? Got your random utensils in here? What's in here? Cloths. All the cloths. Endless utensils. Cool. What about this one? Bags, wraps, and more bags. Got everything all organized here. Nice. I'm thinking about it. I would react, to like an axe murder breaking down my door, kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's like, how shall I solve this? Oh, I guess I'll just go casually walk to my gun safe. Alright, seems like I got a full mag capacitor out there. No, one chamber. Well, better put one in there. Alright, well, let's go out to the side door and see what our little friend's doing here. Oh, yeah, well, he's got an axe and ain't gonna break through that door. It's actually metallic, so he's an idiot. But, hey, I think, things are gonna be okay from here on out. Hey, buddy, am I fucking off? It's like, having like a 30 round of 7.62 by 39 up in your face. I think that might change your tune. And it will keep me pretty calm, cool, and collected as well during that situation, considering my opponent would have an axe, not a gun. So, I think I'd be okay. I think that'll be something that I probably would unironically have in my situation. Or I probably would be like an M. Night Shyamalan movie character, just be like, alright, time to leave. You may go now. But in the most threatening way possible. Oh, the baby's on the move. Little baby calf on the move. Oh, the baby wasn't alone. The mama was just behind a tree. And this water slide, so I couldn't see. I guess the baby wasn't alone. What if he has an axe gun? Pretty sure that'd be very impractical. Like, I'm pretty sure those have been done before with like knife guns or things like that. Like, I know for a fact back in like the late 1800s, somebody tried to make like a knife brass knuckle revolver gun. And it basically was only seen as like a novelty, basically, because of just how ridiculous it was. It's like, it was basically the equivalent of like 22 for the revolver side of it. The knife portion, like, would be sticking out in front of the barrel, like, and the brass knuckle part was also the handle. So it's like, depending on how you folded this fucker up, like, it would either be like a pistol grip, brass knuckles, which you would be holding a revolver and a knife, like, as well, basically, in your hand. And also, like, it's a little knife where it's about like yay long or some shit, so it's like you got like a little stiletto, basically, with a gun in it and brass knuckles. It's like, I mean, you would think that would be the perfect pack-a-punch type of like, defense weapon, but no, it's the most impractical, worthless fucking piece of scrap to ever exist. The knife never worked really well. Like, I mean, it would either get loose because of like, shooting it and stuff like that. The brass knuckle part, could legit, like, the little screw or whatever that would connect the rest of it to, the gun and knife would break. It was an easily breakable gun. Wouldn't the recoil fuck your wrist up? I mean, it's like a self-defense, like, pocket pistol, basically. So it's not going to be like, some sort of 45 caliber, like, hardcore, like, it ain't nothing like that. It's like a tiny little thing. It's like, the revolver itself was probably, like, the cylinder is probably only about yay big. I mean, very tiny. Like the equivalent of a 22, essentially. Isn't really that powerful. It was basically more or less, for personal defense. If someone's coming up to you, trying to rob your ass, and you can just pull that out and just, you know, just do kind of a quick little pop or two in their gut. Like, that's kind of the whole idea of the weapon. That, or just a quick shank, or just punch them in the face with the brass knuckle part of it. Honestly, realistically, the most functional use of that thing would literally be the brass knuckles. Like, I mean, that honestly would probably be the only part of the overall weapon that would actually be worth the fuck. I mean, I suppose it depends on the caliber too. But, I mean, anything that's like a 22 LR or like, you know, like a 9mm or something like that. I mean, just small calibers aren't really gonna fuck your wrist up. Especially anything small as or smaller than a 22. Like, that shit, honestly, it's kind of surprising if it does have recoil. Because I've shot 22s before, like, recoil is damn near non-existent. It's like, it's there, but it's more like a, it literally is about like that. Like, it isn't even, it's like one of those things where can you even really call it recoil? I guess technically by the scientific definition, yes, but I mean, compared to like, you know, if you're shooting like a, you know, like an AK where the recoil is going to be like boom, like that, and really hit you, you know, where it's like a, you know, like that, like a 22 is literally just like a, boop. Like, I mean, if I were to shoot a 22, the most you will see me is go, oop, oop, oop. In fact, I could probably, like, you know, just full on mag dump a 22 and be like, bip, 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 bip. In fact, I could probably hold it still to a point, because once I kind of get control of it barely in a recoil, I can just kind of like adjust to it and just like kind of keep it almost dead center straight. Again, it's 22. It's not a high, powerful caliber at all. I mean, shit, like a fucking 8-year-old could probably shoot at 22. Not that I would let an 8-year-old do that, but I mean, if you were, I mean, but if you're one of those psychos, I mean, you know, that would be the way to do it. But even then, I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't be giving my gun to any kid until they're like fucking 15. And even then, they're being supervised and not going to be by themselves with it or any of that shit. Like, I mean, that's really how it should be. It's like, I mean, you know, like, no fucking kid at, you know, age, you know, like, younger than fucking 15 should be near guns. There's no reason for it. It's like, you know, if they want to be around guns, give them Call of Duty for a little bit. You know, let them get an idea about what it looks like, you know, some of the interest to it. If they wants to get a little older and, you know, mature a little bit, you know, then they can actually take them to the range one day and genuinely be like, here's how the real deal works. You know, it's like, I mean, I don't see anything inherently against that, but it's just like, it needs to be super, super fucking supervised. Especially for shit like that. I mean, I didn't start fucking around with guns till I was about like 13 or 14 and shit. And at that point, because it's been so grilled in my damn head that, like, you know, when it comes to safety and shit, that, you know, at least for me, it wasn't really a big deal. And if anything, I had more fun being, you know, safe and responsible with it. Less lectures, less being yelled at for fucking up, shit like that. That's for a more fun experience. So, wow, shocker. Actually being safe, responsible, and, you know, respectful of the equipment you're using, shocker, leads to a lot more of a positive, fun time. Who would have known? And plus, if I'm out in the range or some shit, I don't want like some yelling, screaming little 8-year-old or some shit, you know, freaking out, running around everywhere. That's dangerous. So no, I don't want that. So, I just find it stupid that there are a lot of people out there that'll let their fucking 6-year-old or like their 8-year-old, you know, play around with guns. It's like, why? It's like, no. I get the ideas what I want and, you know, at least learn about and blah, blah, blah. It's like, do that when they're older, where they can actually understand this shit better. Because they're immature little larvae right now. You really think they're going to have that shit stick in their head? That shit didn't really stick in my head until I actually was about like 13 or 14 when I first started using them. It's like, I mean, it ain't gonna click until later. If once they're 8, it doesn't matter how much you ingrain that shit in their head. Maybe nowadays it's a little different from when I'm growing up, because now half of these kids are used to doing mass shooting drills and, you know, having the back in the mind of being the next victim of that shit. So, you know, maybe they probably are thinking about this a little bit. I don't know, these kids are built different nowadays. I mean, so I don't know, maybe I'm partly talking out my ass on this one, but still, I mean, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, my point still stands. Like, I mean, maybe they aren't understand more of the commonality or the risks of this type of shit and just want, you know, what's, you know, what they, best of what they can do and blah, 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 but like, fucking hell, dude. This country's ridiculous. Especially over shit like fucking like, you know, gun regulations, even because it's like the most basic ass fucking thing that the country could do easily. But no, basically not. Gotta love it. I'm kind of surprised none of my family has popped in here being like, hey, so what's Papa Bummer? My uncle-in-law showed a gun to my nephew, I think was only 7 at the time, super responsible. Yeah, that's just really dumb. I mean, last time I was here when me and my family were ski shooting, just actually right out here, like, they had you know, their younger, like 6-year-old or 5-year-old, you know, like, shoot once. And I was just like, are you sure about that? I just straight up said, are you sure you should, you know, are you sure you think that's a good idea? He's like, well, he's not gonna actually like shoot it. I'm gonna be behind him and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. I just was kind of eyeballing this whole situation, and given the circumstances, I suppose about, you know, it's about as responsible as you can make it, I guess. But the overall situation itself was just really irresponsible. And guess what? The kid started crying as soon as he shot the gun, and it was like, yeah! He started freaking out because he didn't expect that. And it's like, yeah, maybe because you shouldn't be forcing a kid to do something like that. Especially, like, you know, they might be a little curious and interested, but they're 7, they're like 5, bro. It's like, I mean, it's just stupid to think that it's okay for them to be around that. Like, if they're hanging out with the boys at the range and, you know, because one of the dads brought their kid along, I mean, that's fine. But they shouldn't be playing around with the guns. You know, keep them away from that. Wait until they're older. Shit. It really shouldn't be that hard to figure out. I mean, honestly, it's like, I mean, you can have your kid being around them and stuff without having them touch them or be anywhere, like, actually near that shit. I mean, it's because, fuck, I've been around guns growing up and stuff, but never actually had to be near them or touch them or anything like that until I was older. It's like, I mean, because at least, you know, for the people that, you know, when I was growing up, they understood the, you know, merit of that shit. Because I'm a curious bee. If I saw some gun just hanging out, you know, just on like a table or something like that, you know, while I'm at the age of 10, I bet your fucking ass, because I did this, you know, I will go look for it and check it out and play around with it. Because I did do that. When I was a kid growing up, I would do that shit. If I knew that, like, my granddad or something had a gun in the closet, I, you know, would go sneak over there and try to pick it up and check it out. Actually, I was caught once doing that. And my granddad was mad at me. He's like, if you want to look at it, just ask me. I was like, okay, sorry. He pulled it down to check it out and all that, and then he put it back, and it's like, don't do that unless you want to ask me. I'm just like, okay. Learned my lesson on that one, but just saying, if I was doing that shit, even though none of those weapons were loaded or anything like that, in fact, the one I was looking at was my granddad's ceremonial, like, double barrel that's all engraved and stuff, so definitely not a weapon he'd be using. At least not anymore. But still, it's like, the whole point is my curious little 10-year-old ass is, you know, was looking around for that. Now, extrapolate that with your home defense pistol that, you know, Uncle Joe has at his house. And it's just like, you know, and then, you know, your kid goes looking around, finds it, plays around with it, and accidentally shoots Uncle Joe or themselves or you know, or who knows what. You know, it's like, don't see the problem there? Six-year-old you, rim shot, motherfucker. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it would be a little bit. I was a curious little fuck. Now, luckily I wasn't gonna do anything with him, I just wanted to look at him. But, you know, still, what if my brain decided to be like, oh, what about these? And like slide in shells in them and think like, oh, what happens if I, you know, use this? And just, shoot it or something like that, I mean, it would be beyond fucking disastrous and insane. It'd be, so it's just one of those things where it shouldn't be played around with. It needs to be taken fucking seriously. And unfortunately, a lot of people in this country they just don't. They just simply don't. I mean, it's like, it's reminding me of that, I'm wondering if this is the same dude that Venom's talked about before. Because there's been a few times where, Venom, before he's now moving, he's now finally fucking leaving the shithole he's at. But at least, while he was there'll be a few times where it's like, this one dude with a fucking combat rifle on his back, will go to goddamn restaurants and fast food places just expecting, somebody there to give him a reason to shoot up the place while his kids are there. Like, he's literally trying to itch for any excuse to literally mag dump everybody in these fucking fast food joints and shit. And it's like he has like his little 5 or 6 year old, with him and shit. He has 2 kids or whatever. And I know enough of the details of this motherfucker because Venom's talked about him multiple times. Not just the other night. Like, it's a reoccurring character. And I guarantee you it's the same motherfucker that, he's met, the last few times before too. Because I remember a couple months back, he mentioned the same thing, and I think a few months prior to that, he mentioned something about it. So there's at least like 2 or 3 different times within this year, after he moved and shit, where he's had to interact with this psychotic motherfucker, who I guarantee you is going to be the next mass shooter in Alabama. He's probably going to have his kids killed and shit, and then he's going to go on a mass shooting rampage at a Waffle House in the fucking Burlington, Alabama, or wherever the fuck. It's like, because people like that are trigger-happy, psychotic motherfuckers and should never have a gun and, frankly, to save their fucking life. It's like, use some pepper spray, have a knife, bitch, welcome to London. It's like, motherfuckers like that should never look at a gun, let alone own one. Because motherfuckers like that put more people at risk and in danger more so than really anybody else. Like, when it comes to these situations, like anyone that might have a CCL, I trust those motherfuckers way more than some dude with an AR on his back. Some dude that has bear mace on, on the side of his pocket. I feel way more safe with him, by my side. Like, there are plenty of other people that can have defense on them that isn't a fucking rifle on their back, where I would unironically and genuinely 110% feel way more safer and confident with. Some jackass, wannabe faggot with a gun on his back, waiting to just mag dump every fucker in that room. I feel threatened and in danger by a son of a bitch like that. I feel like that motherfucker is a threat on everyone's life, because they are. They're itching to kill people. They're itching for it. So it's like, that motherfucker's a threat. It should never own a gun, or frankly, any defense, and have their children taken away because that person is not fit for fucking society. People like that are not fit for society, or at the very minimal, not fit to, have any fucking personal defense or any of that shit. It should be immediately seen as the aggressor in any fucking altercation physically that they partake in. Because I guarantee you, any physical or, aggravated altercation that motherfucker's been in, 150% always the fault of that motherfucker. If that guy's, going to a Waffle House with an AR-15 and 15-round drum mags on his back and shit, whatever the fuck, I guarantee you that guy's itching to beat the fuck out of someone, shoot somebody. He's itching for a fight. And whenever he has a chance, he's going to try to, beat someone up or shoot them. People like that are genuinely a threat to society. Full stop. They just are. So to minimize and have, wow, shocker, roadblocks, regulations in place to stop fuckers like that, from infringing on my rights is a good thing. And that includes your gun rights. I don't want my gun rights infringed because some piece of shit who's irresponsible of their rights. Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna have my rights revoked because some piece of shit like that wants to ruin it for everyone. Fuck that piece of shit. They should have all their weapons and their children, taken from them because they're a threat to society and their kids. Not me. Not responsible firearms and people that actually care about self-defense and care about the safety of others. Us motherfuckers, we give a shit. Not people like that. And so I hate these fucking ammo-sexual Second Amendment fucking humpers, dude. Because all these motherfuckers think they're just like the next John Rambo or the next John Wick. It's like, no, you're going to get John Wicked and you're going to get fucking Rambo'd in the face by some, crazy fuck because, they're more crazier than you. Because go figure. Crazy versus crazy, crazy wins. Who would have thought? Because people are psychotic. Fucking insane. Like, I never go out in public with a fucking gun. Even with a CCL. There's no reason for it. And because I'm a Portland boy, you would think, oh, well, more reason there. It's like, nah. Because if I really wanted to, I would use bear mace, pepper spray, or a knife, frankly. Because if I could get one good jab in your fucking gut while you're trying to pull your gun out, you're gonna pay more attention to that fucking knife and fall on the ground, and I could kick your gun away and just run off. You're gonna be on the ground groaning in pain, bleeding out while you have while your kidney's failing. It's like, I mean, frankly, like, a lot better of an outcome in comparison to me, just panicking and shooting. Like, that, like, frankly, a lot more safer. And more direct, and less people are harmed. Like, and honestly, I carry a knife on my person when I go to Portland and shit, because I'd rather get one good jab in their gut and run off, as a form of self-defense versus, fucking shoot them. Because that bullet can go past them and maybe hit somebody else, hit another, hit other people, in a building, whatever the fuck. There's a lot of other variables at play. A knife, close and personal. It's like right in the gut where, it's like if you know where to jab it, that motherfucker, no matter what, if they're built like a tank, no matter what, if you know where to jab a knife into someone, especially when it comes to like their side, like right here or right here, where like their spleen, kidney, and liver is, jab there, they're down, period. No matter what. You might have to do it a few times too to really get them down, but they'll go down, I promise you that. So it's like, I mean, frankly, if you really want some, personal defense, a knife. Bear mace and a knife. That's all you really need. Bear mace, for initial conflict, and if they keep approaching you, knife gut them. Just take one quick jab and just fucking back off, and because at that point it's going to be overt self-defense. If someone with bear mace is still charging your ass, you got every right to fucking jab them with a knife. Absolutely. So it's like, I mean, frankly, again, more safer. Sure, you're putting yourself at risk, so to speak, but you know what? Like, no one else is at risk. Nobody else is likely to get shot because you're fucking wanting to be the wannabe Rambo. It's like, I mean, these people drive me nuts, bro. Because, like, they think that these hypothetical scenarios that they're going to somehow come up on top. And it's like, even when it comes to, like, the bear mace thing and some tweakers charging you still, like, and you get a knife jab and shit, like, that motherfucker's still probably going to come after your ass. I'm just saying. It's like, it's still a risk no matter what. And you're probably going to get hurt. Frankly, that's what's going to happen. But, fuck, I'd rather that than, accidentally shoot a bunch of other people in a fucking panic because I'm trying to be the next John Wick. It's fucking retarded. It's stupid. Genuinely insane that some of these people really think that, oh, I can do it. It's like, no, you can't. And no, you won't either. Because if shit really did truly hit the fan, these motherfuckers would be running away and hightailing it. In fact, I know for a fact there's been a few mass shootings where the, quote, good guy with a gun is actually on the scene. Because what happens? They run away like a bitch with a tail tucked between their legs, just like everybody else. Shocker. So when shit hits the fan, it don't matter. They run away like everyone else. And half the time, it's because they recognize that they can't do shit. They realize that, oh, there's nothing I can do, just fucking run away, because that's all I can do. Like, most of the time, they realize, oh, I actually can't do anything. There's nothing I actually can do. I just have to run away and get people to safety, including myself. Like, that's basically all they can do. And shocker, that's because that's the real fucking truth of it all. That's the reality when it comes to, like, shootings in this country. Like, you can think and pretend to be the big badass all you want, but at the end of the day, like, you ain't fucking shit. And that's why I hate these, like, amosexual fucks, bro, because they really think they're that much hot shit. It's like, no, you're not. It's like, motherfuckers, like, you are the reason why, frankly, there isn't any laws to stop these fucking mass shootings. Like, these motherfuckers have no one but to blame but themselves. And the NRA. Fucking bloodlock, you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. It's just fucking blood. just blood money investment, where, these fucking lobbyists and these manufacturers continue to make more fucking money and condition and push in this fucking bullshit of like, oh, you need to have the gun, you need this shit. It's like no one inherently needs it. Unless you're like an Alaskan, bush, hunter or something. Or like out in the Midwest in Wyoming or whatever. Like unless there's like very specific reasons, no one really needs to have a firearm. But you know what? I am okay with the idea of having it as a right. But there needs to be strong systems in place. And I've always and will continue to be a fucking advocate for that. Like I said, now I love my guns. I would love to have a decent little collection myself. Not like a fat fucking armory's worth, but a few historical ones, a few that I want to take to the range with the buddies, and for the historical ones, be display pieces. I'd love to get like, a historical like World War II era like Mosin or something like that. But, I probably wouldn't use it too much, but I definitely would, have it as like something as a display or something. I mean, honestly, like if I could, I'd love to get a Krag Jorgensen. Those are older rifles, like 1890 or early 1900 rifles, but oh my god, dude, Krag Jorgensens are fucking beautiful, dude. And they got like this little trapdoor ammo loading mechanism that is pretty unique. I mean, so it's a really cool, unique little rifle. It's like, oh my god, I want one so bad. So bad. I mean, there technically were, I think they were initially made by Springfield in the US, but then Denmark, the Kingdom of Denmark got a licensing, basically upgraded it, and thus got the Krag Jorgensens. And then the US was like, whoa, these are better. They were like, whoa, these are actually way better. And they basically bought those licenses instead and brought a bunch of Krags back into the US and shit. And, for a time, there was like, I think before the Springfield M1903 rifles, the Krag Jorgensen was like the standard rifle for, the US Army for a time. At least during the late 1890s, or like the 1890s up until like the early 1900s. Then the Springfields became kind of the common, rifle at the time. Though frankly, it should have stayed the Krag, because I mean the Krag Jorgensens are just really unique and honestly pretty effective fucking rifles. I mean Springfields are too, but I mean Springfield's basically just a copy of the fucking Mausers. If you look at the mechanism of a Springfield versus a Mauser, they're almost identical, almost. So they should have just stuck with a Krag. But I mean Mausers. Man, rifles are just built different back in the day. They were like genuinely artistically like crafted. They were beautiful, cool mechanisms, cool history behind it. Nowadays, they're just literally photocopies of a fucking M16 or AK. At least the AK models look kind of cool or a little different, in comparison, because everywhere in America, everyone owns an AR-15 and it's cringe. I really don't like the AR platform. I mean, I like the effectiveness and all that shit, but the looks of it aesthetically looks gross. I do not like the look of it. I just hate how an AR looks, frankly, in my opinion. I mean, I just never been a fan of it. That's why I prefer way much more to AKs. I'm way more keen to that and, like I said, historical stuff. I'm a lot more of a historical nerd for firearms versus more modern shit. That's why I got like more Cold War era furniture on my AK versus like some modern furniture on it. Because I kind of like the mixture of the vintage / modern look it has. Oh shit, that was a huge ass fucking grasshopper. Damn. Where did he even fly off to? What the hell? Man, these grasshoppers can get huge, dude. Yeah. At least around here, like grasshoppers only, like, or at least where I'm at in Oregon, grasshoppers only usually about yay. And there's also just like these other bugs. They're not grasshoppers, but they're very green, and also like their backs have like this little curl to them. I forgot what they're called, but they don't have them around here. But those are like way more common, where I'm at in comparison to grasshoppers. Though around here, grasshoppers come in like all sorts of different colors and patterns and stuff like that. I mean, because there's so many of them, I mean, it's easy to kind of like, pick up a couple of them and check them out for a little bit. Be like, whoa, look at these crazy little patterns. Because some of them will look like they are straight up dry grass, and some of them will be very vibrant and green, like fresh grass or something. I also wonder if they like can maybe like change pigment, not like overtly, but like if they shed and grow bigger. I wonder if they could change pigment based off of like the season or the environment and stuff, or if it's just the genetical pigment, like hair color or fur color or something. But here we go. I think I at least wait, hold on. I was about to probably go. What the fuck is going on here? Michigan Supreme Court rejects effort to, what's this?
The Michigan.
I just love the ear rape. Rejects effort to remove Trump from 2024 state ballot. Oh, some Michigan, huh? Man, the ball's rolling. Oh shit. So other states are attempting to push the rejection of him being on the ballot or whatever the fuck? I don't know if that actually is like... The only way I can see that being a good idea if like every state, or at least a fat chunk of, at least over half of the states in the U.S., were to do it. That'd be the only way I could see it actually being worth the fuck and actually being based. But if it's like a state or two, especially ones that mean fuck all when it comes to the Republican side of this election, I don't care. Like, if anything, it actually helps him, I'd argue. Because he's like, oh, look, see, they're trying to take me out. This is what they do. I did everything right, and they took me off the ballot. It's like, it's just going to do that shit. So it's like, he would do it anyway, but it's, like, if you're going to do it, go all in. Like, why are Democrats wishy-washy little bitches? It's like, go the fuck all in with this shit. And in fact, I think the Colorado thing was Republicans who did that. I think, there were Republican judges that pushed that shit. It wasn't even Democrats who did that. So it's like, so I guess it can't really be said for in this case. But still, it's like, for Michigan, though, that has to be like Dems who are trying to push that shit. Like, I don't know. You would think they should just go all in. As they should. God damn, I keep misclicking shit. But it's like, you would think, like, if the threat to fascism that Trump, is willing to pull or shit is that dangerous and that fucking bad, you would think, it would go all the fuck in on it. It's like, that's why I don't buy the fear-mongering shit. Like, yeah, the shit's gonna be fucked. I'm not saying that it's just gonna be, peaches and cream, but, like, it's like, chill the fuck out a little, It's like, the idea of, like, America, Auschwitz, or the Trumpian Dachau is gonna prop up, the immediate second he goes, be president again or some shit like that. It's just silly. I just think there's a lot of silliness around it, but what are you gonna do? When the only option in your brain is basically Biden or Trump, you're gonna literally do anything to make the most weirdest, silliest excuses. So, I don't know. I gotta love it. I guess, when it comes to that topic, refer to my last night's stream, because I was going off for like 2 fucking hours about that, so you can refer to that, I guess. But, at least, see what the plans are for the day. Because I'm surprised no one's like popped in here. You figured to be like, hey, you up doing this, blah, blah. And so you would think they'd pop in by now, but no, they haven't. So, gonna see what the hell they're doing. So, anyway, but you just,